So here's how I built a successful business as a shy person. Now, the metric I'm using in terms of successful business is I've done over 700,000 in sales since the past 2.5 years or so. And I also now have people on my team. I have over 10 people on my team, and now they're starting to build their business and so forth like that. But also at this point, I'm not shy anymore, but I wanted to make this video because for a long time I was shy. And you know, in a business, you talk to a lot of people and you do a lot of things that if you're shy, you wouldn't want to do, right? And so for me, you know, building the business was one of the hardest things because I had to go out there, I had to talk to people, I had to talk to strangers, and I had all these thoughts of like, I don't want to talk to strangers. I had trust issues because in the past, my trust was broken or different things had happened, right? I grew up in Iran, so over there, it's like, they're like, don't trust anyone. You know, bad things will happen to you if you know, go out with strangers and all these different mindsets. And I'm like, how am I supposed to build a business if I'm believing all of that and I'm thinking that other people are bad? But in a business, you have to work with people you don't know, right? In some level, right? So the hard part was finding a mentor and finding the tools to start reprogramming myself to first see what success even looked like and how it was possible for me. That was the hardest part. But once I found the right tools and the mentors, then I just had to do the thing. And it took some time to do the thing, but then eventually I started doing them, and then I started getting the results and whatnot. So now if you don't have a mentor, don't know where to start, any of that, I would suggest look into that. There's different events you could go to. You could reach out to me. Maybe I know someone that can mentor you. There's people that I mentor, but I'm very strict in terms of who I mentor. Like, you have to be teachable, you have to want to grow, and there's a lot of stuff because many people want to grow but they don't actually take action and whatnot. So, but if you don't know absolutely where to start, it's like you could just start by reaching out from there. And I have links of where you could reach out in the description: Facebook, Instagram, email, any of it that works for you. And so then one main point I did actually was good as a shy person. That means if you're shy, you're introverted, that means you're not going out partying a lot, you're not out there, you're mostly at home, right? And when you're mostly at home, what you could do is you could start doing look up videos of like how to talk to people. And being shy was just a matter of not knowing how to communicate. Really, that's what it was. I didn't know how to keep a conversation going. I didn't know, like, when I would talk to people, again, the conversation would end fast or it would be awkward, or I didn't know how to use my hands, right? Where some people, where they talk, they move their hands, all that. I didn't know how to do any of that. My tonality was like, I was a monotone. I would talk at the same tone and it would get boring to people, right? And so I started looking into different tonalities, different ways of like how to move my hands, right? And now you have YouTube, you have all sorts of resources you could use. And so when you spend most of your time home, set a time, however time is beneficial for you, like makes sense for you, like 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. Pick a time that you know you could commit to for at least 30 days, right? Where it's like so easy that you're like, okay, I could definitely do that. Even if it's a minute, that still counts, right? Because then you build a habit, then you could increase it at some point. But set a time where you're learning something during that time that helps you then go out there and talk to people. Like if you want to build a business, first you have to learn how to talk to people. So I would just start there, right? If you're like, okay, I don't know how to keep a conversation going, look up how to keep a conversation going, right? And maybe I'll make some videos and I'll talk about some tips around that, okay? But that's where you have to start. You have to put some time where you're doing some sort of training each day to improve yourself, to get better, right? So that's actually one of the main points, really, because outside of that, it just comes down to then networking to find the right people to then also build together. Then you find peers, the people that you're going with. But all of it really comes from learning how to communicate initially, right? So I would just start there if I were you, if that's something that you're struggling with. And again, feel free to connect one-on-one. I understand if you're shy, you don't want to reach out, all that stuff. But I used to be shy, and one benefit was the person I reached out to, they were good at communicating, so they made me feel better, and they helped guide the conversation. So if you're like, I don't know what to say, I don't know any of that, guess what? I'm good at that now. So I'll support, I'll guide through the conversation, all that. And we could find something that you could do that might be easy for you to then start improving and whatnot, right? Another thing I did was when I went to grocery stores, I would just start, I would always, the person who's like checking out the groceries and whatnot, I would always tell them, hey, how's your day been? Or, hey, has it been a busy day? Or like, hey, it's been busy, huh? One of those three, I would say. And then you see how people just start telling you, oh my God, yeah, this, that, right? And they'll just have a conversation and just start that, you know? After that, you could just not even say anything, right? But that, practicing that, helped me just wanting to talk, you know? And if you don't want to talk, then obviously there's no desire for growth, right? And you have to then understand for yourself that if you do get better at talking, then you have a lot more opportunities in the future, because then in terms of relationship, if you're shy, it affects relationship, right? Because then you're not taking her outside, or even finding the partner, you're not dating, you're not doing any of that. So overcoming that point affects a lot of different things, right? And for you, first also get clear on why do you want to even improve your communication or want to build a business, right? How does that benefit you? And you could also start there. But yeah, those are the main points I would say. So first start with those, and then going from there. And if you have a point specific that you're like, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, leave them in the comments so that I can make a video about those topics in the future as well. So yeah, I'll leave it all at that. Hopefully it helped you out. And again, if you need, if you have video ideas, leave them in the comment and I'll make videos around that. Yeah, hope you took something out of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.